Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday night. My hair is a mess. It is not done, but I did take a shower, so I don't smell bad. And somebody just bought something in my Etsy shop, so thank you. I am joined by the one and only. What's your name? Oh
What
yeah,
is my name?
I don't know.
It's been a week.
Let's take guesses at Ian's middle name. Ian Michael, Ian Daniel, Ian Franklin,
Ian Grace.
Ian Gray.
Grace is always been my middle name.
So, for those of you that didn't catch the reels that we posted last night, Ian did land safely, as you can see, in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And if you didn't know, he is never going back to Texas. Well, maybe for a visit.
Maybe for a visit, for sure.
Maybe for a visit.
Yeah.
But he is here. He will be working on transitioning his residency to this state, and his stuff is not here.
It's
True
still
story.
back home. It is literally back home. My air tags are still showing. It is in the warehouse where where the moving company is.
Yeah, that sucks.
Boo.
That sucks. That absolutely sucks. But his car is en route.
Yep. Yep. It sat in that was the funniest thing, was it sat in Arlington because I have air tags. I have an air tag in it and in some of the boxes, and I've been able to kind of keep tabs on where the stuff is. And my car was sitting in Arlington in the parking lot of an apartment complex, and that confused the heck out of me for a little bit. But it is moving on its way. I believe last time I looked, it was in Arkansas.
Okay, so they are complaining about the echo.
Oh, okay.
So let's just take you off of the screen while we try to fix this. 1 second. Go ahead and leave that. And we're going to try to fix it. So because we're both in the same room, unfortunately, the link that I gave him to join us didn't have an ability to mute any more than what it already was. So I'm just going to give you a Zoom link, Ian.
Okay.
And we'll pull you in through Zoom.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. 1 second.
That's so unfortunate.
That's okay. It works just the same. They won't be able to tell the difference at
Right.
all. We just got to do it through a different form of technology. That's all.
Technology.
Whee! All right, go ahead and click that link. It's in your phone now.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, and of course now like 5 people are like, there's no echo. There was no echo. You know what? One person said there was an echo, so we're checking the echo.
Let's see here. Turn that off.
All right. Just make sure you don't join audio over there.
I may have joined audio. We'll see.
Just you can right click and choose disconnect from audio. You're going to need to turn that sideways. Your orientation is still. He looks like this on the screen right now. We're waiting for him to get his tech set up and we'll bring him back here.
Hold on, everyone. I will get there here in a second. Let's see. You keep talking.
Okay. Well, do you guys notice anything different? This. I finally, I stepped it back into a couple of Aliso irons. I still have my cordless iron, but one of the things that I've been struggling with my cordless iron here is the iron, whenever I put it back into the cradle, it does this really weird thing where sometimes it causes my secondary monitor, I think it's because of electrical interference, to lose signal from the computer just temporarily. And so then I got to stand up, reach over, unplug the HDMI, plug the HDMI back in, and then it works. And so I was hoping that if I had a corded iron at my working station that just stayed hot and didn't have to keep doing that weird thing with the electrical current, that perhaps I wouldn't have that issue. So we'll see. We'll see if that's the case. We'll see if that's the case. All right, Ian, are you in now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think I fixed it, and I think I took off the echo.
Okay. So I'm going to put in, nope, that's not what I want to do. How do I, oh, it's over here. It's this one.
Whee!
I need to assign to guest 1, which means when I come back over here, do we have Ian back? Yep, we sure do. We sure do. And let's get rid of the Ian Garland piece because we don't need that.
Y'all know who I am.
You don't really, there we go. On my screen over there, do you see me?
Yes, I do actually. I do see you.
Is that better for you?
This is good. This is
Better
good. I like
one,
better one or better two.
Better one, better two.
I like this view. I
Okay,
like this
good.
view.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I am going to just go ahead and minimize all of the things. All right. So now
10
that
years later.
20 years later. Hooray, no echo.
Hooray!
We fixed it. We know technology. Yay. All right, so let's talk about, thank you, by the way, for sticking with us. I knew the first few minutes were going to be a bit of the technical setup and just trying to work out kinks. So it's one of the reasons why we went live just a minute or two early. So before we go any eye exam time, before we go any further, let me just acknowledge some of my members, my channel members in the chat. Their names are in green, and I like to give them a special hi, how do you do, because you guys are helping to financially support my channel, and I appreciate every one of you. So Jan, hello. Hello, Louise. Hello, Pat Strawhouse. Hello, Sophie Bertel. Hello, Heather Doolin. Angela Christine says, hi, happy Friday, y'all. Sophie Bertel says, I'm loving the apron again. Silverita James says, it's so nice that you and Ian are in the same state. Fun, quilting fun. I agree. Andrea from Mama J Enterprises is here. Hello, hello, hello. Donna from Handmade by Ying just joined with her lovely audience. So wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Stacy Baker is here. Susie Hewlett is here. And I'm just going to scroll and see if I can see a couple more. Aledia Brown says hello, Becca and Ian and everybody tonight. And Doreen Gurin says hello, Becca and Ian.
Hello.
Shelby is here. Congrats on your safe arrival, she said.
Awesome. Thank you, Shelby.
Susie Rose Finley is here. Greetings to one and all from 103 degrees in Las Vegas.
Ooh. That's why I got out of Texas, because I was done with the heat. And here we are at 74 degrees and raining and lovely fall weather.
Yep. So,
although it made it a little interesting getting back to, we took the van back. I had rented it through today, noon today. But Becca followed behind me, and we took the van that I rented back to the airport so I could turn it in early and maybe save a couple of coins. But the windshield wipers, I hadn't had to use the windshield wipers pretty much the whole trip. And then as we're going on these twisty, curvy, mangled roads, I'm trying to use the windshield wipers, and it's like streaking so much that I can't, the headlights are like causing blind. So it was fun.
Yep. Nicole Nanya says, Ian, my brother, hi and hello.
Hello.
Hello. Norma Lovelace says, hi, Becky and Ian. Wow, sure windy here in Illinois. So, yeah, he did land here yesterday evening around dinner time. Yep. We promptly had Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
Unloaded his car because we need to get the rental back.
Yep.
And so all of his things, we just took them down to my mom's apartment and just were like, okay, they're going to stay there until we get everything else situated. So I think you're expecting everything to be lined up around the first week or so of October, right?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
So for the first couple weeks of October, he's probably going to be around here a lot. And I think your plan, Ian, if I remember right, just so that everybody knows, is for the next couple Sundays at least, you're going to be here streaming on Sundays.
Yep.
So he'll be using my studio, my internet connection, my camera setup. That way he doesn't have to dig everything out. I don't think you sent any of that with the movers, did you?
No, I did bring a couple of cameras. I brought a couple of cameras and my iPhone and my stuff, but I did leave the ring lights and stuff like that back. That's packed.
And you don't have your sewing table.
Nope, don't have my sewing table.
You don't have, like, you literally have no furniture right now, like nothing. So he's here, and Mom has graciously allowed him to stay for a few nights downstairs while he's waiting for all of his stuff to land in Virginia. So we have a roomie for a couple of weeks, and I'm here for it.
It feels weird not having stuff. Like, it feels weird not having stuff and being like, oh, it's in Fort Worth still.
Yeah, well, tell them the story of the truck. Like, they were supposed to pick it up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, moving day, the truck driver, it was the truck driver, a father, and a son who all came to load my stuff into the truck. I was expecting 2, and then 3 people show up. So anywho, they are moving my stuff out, and I was just making small talk with the truck driver. And he's like, yeah, my truck is broke down and it probably won't be going out until at least Tuesday. And mind you, this is Friday. So I was like, actually, that's kind of good because, like, I was worried my stuff was going to beat me, and then poor Becca would have to handle, getting to the apartment and getting it opened and letting them in and all that kind of stuff. But I was kind of thankful that it was going to be, about the same time that I was getting there. And then it just kind of stayed. And I've been in contact with the moving company. They've been keeping me updated super well, but there's just no ETA at the moment on when it's going to get there.
It happens.
I kept hearing tomorrow, 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 and it keeps being tomorrow.
Trying to get my frame of my camera right. There we go. That'll work. All right.
I'm going to Vogue while you do that.
In fact, we're just going to zoom me out so you can see my whole setup. Oh, no, I zoom out, you zoom in. Is that how that's working right now?
Oh, gotcha.
Good grief. We need to get you out more. You have every right to be tired.
Yeah.
So,
that was a long drive.
Although now I feel like I'm sitting 3 feet ahead of you. So we're just going to set it up so that it looks... There we go. That'll work. Okay. What am I doing tonight? I am going to continue making blocks for Zoe's elephant quilt. But I'm going to tell you, I don't know what I did.
Oh.
But I have a muscle in my chest and like in my...
It's called your heart.
Don't joke about that. So like I think I pulled a muscle in the side of my neck that's kind of gone down into my back and my chest muscles. And so I'm a little stiff and a little sore. And I'm like... So if you see me doing that, it's because I did something and I don't know what it is.
She probably picked up one of my heavy boxes.
I did pick up the Bernina.
Yeah.
I did pick up your suitcase.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, his quilts weigh like 500 pounds.
It's true.
The people are asking in the chat, though, if your machines are with you and safe.
Yes, my machines are with me. I did pack all of my machines with me, and that's why I had to rent the van, because I would not have been able to put them all in my car. So yeah, they're all safe. By the way, if you ever need to transport yourself or like a lot of like yourself and a lot of stuff with you, the Chrysler Pacifica, not a paid sponsorship or anything. Chrysler Pacifica was great because they laid down all the seats. I will show all of this to you in my upcoming monthly recap. Instead of doing the normal one where I talk about the projects that I did this month, I'm going to talk about my trip and kind of give it a vlog style of everything. I forgot to bring my iPad up here so I don't see comments tonight.
Do you want to run and go grab it really quick?
Yeah, I'll go grab it really quick. Be back, everybody. Hold on.
So, I am going to get started on my Zoe's quilt. So I do have I have a 9 patch, and I can go grab it. I have a 9 patch already made of these blocks, and I've made several more, and I need a ton of them. So I'm just going to keep making them. And that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I did several weeks ago work on featuring a different block in here. Maybe you were here on the live stream for that. If not, you can go back and watch the replay. And so my thought for that live stream was that I was going to make these different 9 patches and put them in the center where the elephants were. And while I do think these are cute and definitely an alternate way to put this block together, and I will link in the description box down below the original video that I did a live stream tutorial on this block, because it's really not hard. You basically snowball a square a couple of times. But I thought the 9 patch was a different way to kind of highlight that block. However, when I put it into the quilt with the elephant pieces, I noticed it was really too busy for my own liking. And so I like the alternate blocks. You're so funny. Hey, while you're standing right there, will you hand me that elephant? Yeah. And could we maybe pin it like right here? Yeah, if you don't mind. I just don't want to, like right here in front of the So Becca thing. Yeah. Because that way people ask what I'm working on. So those...
Oh my gosh.
Did they get that on camera?
I don't know.
I think they did, because that shot's wide enough.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Oh yeah. Naughty. Like what? 26 hours, dude? Hold on.
Dang it.
Well, I'm just going to go back and rewind the replay. Did you all see that?
I hope not.
Be careful, Ian. Yes. Already, ha ha ha. Yes, LOL, Ian.
Oh
Yeah, okay. So that was like at
no!
14 minutes in. We'll have to
Okay,
remember for the replay.
great. Sheesh.
Oh no, Ian. No, you didn't. LOL. Oh no. Oopsie. Oh, good. Here he goes. We totally saw that.
Oh no! Oh
You know, can we just compare? We saw it all. Ian falls again.
Jeez.
And so it begins. Ian,
And
you
so
need
it
to be
does.
careful.
Oh Lord.
This one is recorded. You know what? Here's
For
the
quality and training purposes.
listen. I just want to go back to look at the very first time you came in when you fell. Remember that very first live stream and you fell? And I was like, oh,
Yep.
are you? Now I'm just like,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
because it's a thing. It happens.
It does. It does happen.
And Michelle the Quilter says, yes, I literally laughed out loud. Oh, what entertainment.
Oh,
Glad we
boy.
could entertain you.
Yep,
I don't even know what I was saying.
I
It's
I don't even
Oh, the
remember.
alternate blocks I'm going to use and
Oh, yeah.
something else, just not the quilt, because I think it's too busy. Ian just had to get it out of the way. Cheryl wants to know, what did you trip over?
I tripped over a plastic bag because I know. I sent a quilt. I actually sent quilts to Becca for the
Plastic bag.
a plastic bag. Tripped over this, caught my foot, tripped over that. I sent 2 quilts up to Becca for the cabin branch
Cabin branch?
quilters in their
That
show.
sounded like you said cabaret.
I know. Well, I felt like I was about to say cabbage. But anywho, yeah, I sent 2 quilts up because I entered 3 quilts, and she already had one and was kind enough to take the other 2 and turn them in because they'll be in the show next. Zaza was my own 2 feet. It was absolutely my own 2 feet. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
Dude.
Oh man.
I can't even, like, I just can't. There are no words.
I don't.
But
I
Pat
know.
Strawhouse is giving you this.
Yep. That's about what I give myself to.
Oh, Ian.
Zaza says, at least you have video evidence of how Ian has carpet burns.
Well, yeah.
I have a
'cause
bruise on my knee, and I have no idea how it happened.
That's funny because Jason has a bruise or something on his forearm.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what happened to your arm? Did you have a fencing accident? And he was like, no. He's like, I don't know what happened. And then he realized later in the afternoon, because he was on a meeting with someone, he was getting frustrated at the meeting. And he was frustrated because the dogs were barking and the fridge, for whatever reason, was beeping.
Yeah.
And so he goes, shut up. And I was like, well, that's why you got a bruise on your arm. You're beating your chair up at work.
Yeah.
I was like, I think you need to work on your stress, dude.
Speaking of dogs, I almost got attacked by Pickles.
So Pickles is not my dog. We did not get a new one. Pickles is a friend of ours. Jason has a friend over, and his friend Dominic brought over his son and their very big dog. I mean, when you compare their dog to my 2 10-pound dogs, he's like 400 times the size.
Just about.
Margaret says, Ian, one of my daughters fell up the stairs. She is clumsy.
I do that too. I fall up the stairs. Up the stairs. But I've learned here to take the stairs into the basement very slowly. Because I've learned my lesson. My tailbone does not want to repeat.
Guess who Nancy says, I'm so glad that you were not hurt.
Yes. Me too. Just my pride. I know my face was red. It happens.
Debbie's Quilting Studio says, glad to see you made it, Ian. I'm at a church dinner, so I'll watch later.
Excellent. Enjoy your dinner tonight.
Define big dog, Becca. Well, not as big as Aiden was, but he's
Bigger
a chocolate.
than-
I think he's a chocolate lab.
Yeah. Bigger than Kumu and Beetlejuice for sure.
Who Ian is quite pleased to say, in it's been almost a year since you've been here.
Yeah.
9 months.
Yeah.
9 months.
Yes.
In the 9 months that he has been gone, Akumu is starting to learn, but Beetlejuice has learned how to be a lapdog.
Yep.
He's like, oh, this is nice.
Yep. Yep. Beetlejuice climbed into my lap at dinner. I mean,
Beetlejuice
part of it
climbs
was
into
the
your lap
food.
at
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah. Part of
at
the
lunch.
food. Yeah.
at any opportunity.
Any food, any food at all.
Pet me, Seymour. Sasa said, that's a normal sized dog. Not in our house.
True.
Not in our house. Okay.
You remember earlier in the broadcast when I said Grace is my middle name?
Ian the Klutz
Yep.
Garland.
Yep. That's me. That is me.
People were asking, do you know when your car is going to be here?
Good question. It was supposed to be here today. However, I did get a call saying that it will be here tomorrow, which is a little unnerving because we are supposed to be at the Quilt Expo tomorrow. So we've been working out the logistics of how to get my car and also go to the expo. Because I was like, okay, what if I'm not like ready to pick up the car? And they said, well, you could wait until Wednesday. And I was like, nope, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out.
So Jason has very graciously offered to go take care of the car transaction so that we can still go to the quilt show. Which means he may not be able to make it down to the expo. He's a little bummed about that. But if they show up early enough to drop off the car, he'll probably still come down.
Yeah. Hopefully they come early, and I would look. Oh, actually, I can look. Let's see where my car is right now.
Where in the world is
Where
the
in
Ford
the world
Fusion?
is my blue Ford Fusion? It was really unnerving to. I mean, the guy was very nice, very nice, very professional. He was taking photos. He sent me copies of everything. There's this like cool website app thing that they were able to show like photos of my car and just a little bit of everything. But it was very unnerving to hand my keys to a stranger and be like, please take my car. Yes, I want you to take my car, please. That was a little weird. Oh, I see my Rainbow Vortex and Showering Stars. They're very close.
Yeah. They're right down the road.
Yep. Apparently the truck driver is at a Denny's in Knoxville, Tennessee right now.
Oh, that's only about 8 hours away.
Yeah. So
Maybe closer to 9 or 10.
no, actually, it's about 7 hours, 8 minutes away. So
Yeah, well, traffic. dude.
well, traffic.
But
yes.
if they're off of 40 or 81, yeah, that would make sense.
They're off 40.
Okay.
So
Yep.
let's look at the rest of my stuff and see where it's at.
Fort Worth, Texas. Wah, wah.
Margot, the boxer, aka Change Happens, is still sitting in Fair Park, which the fair opened today. I just remembered that the State Fair of Texas just opened today.
The State Fair of Virginia is just open too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it was, it's hanging out at the State Fair, and then my stuff is still sitting in downtown Fort Worth. Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. That's no good.
And on Sunday, I'm going to tell everybody what one of my favorite restaurants is, because if y'all remember, if you were on my channel a couple of weeks ago, I talked about a restaurant opening that is one of my favorite restaurants, and it's opening after I leave. Of course, right as I'm getting ready to leave is when it decides to open. So stay tuned for Sunday.
So for the rest of the weekend's activities, tomorrow we will be at the Quilt Expo in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We will probably leave here. What time do you think we'll leave? Like,
I'm not sure. It really depends on the car. Like if the car ends up here, 8, 9 a.m., then we may have to like set back a little bit. So I don't know.
So we'll be there sometime. Probably, I would say closer to midday.
Yeah.
So we'll be at the Quilt Expo for a bit. We're going to meet up with Erin from Love So Modern while we're there. And then I think afterwards we're going to go try to find a place to grab a bite to eat. So if anybody's there and wants to join us for, probably go to Mexican right over by the convention center.
Just had that Wednesday.
Well, you'll have it again tomorrow.
That's all right. I'm okay with that.
Just let us know and we'll figure it out. Maybe send me an email so we can work that out, okay?
I tried Ohio Mexican, which Wasn't bad.
You tried what?
Ohio Mexican food.
What is Ohio Mexican food?
Mexican food in Ohio, which is different from
Okay,
Texas.
hold on, dear.
Deer?
Wait,
Deer.
yes.
Yes, dear.
Dear. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Texas is the only state that classifies Mex as Tex-Mex. I mean, we all call it Tex-Mex too, but there's not such a thing as Vermex or Omex. It's only
I know.
Tex-Mex.
Well, and like a lot of people when they leave Texas, they say that they miss Tex-Mex a lot. So
You're about to find out.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Are you going to miss the Tex-Mex?
Definitely like, because I used to eat at, when I worked at, in downtown Dallas, I would eat at La Vitana all the time because they had great street tacos, great cheap street tacos, perfect lunch. So I am going to miss like things like that. Street tacos, I don't feel like I'm going to come across as easily up here in the Northeast, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I think this is this color. That looks close enough.
No, everybody's in the chat going, no, New York Mex, Cal Mex. I'm like, okay, well, I've never heard those. That's all right. Maybe I was wrong. It's fine. It's fine. I can be wrong.
Amy says, I'm in Houston and we have the best Mexican restaurants. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Is this supposed to be this? Yeah, I guess
So
it is
Sunday,
Sunday.
you will have your live stream at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
But also, for those of you that are part of the channel supporter program here on YouTube, or you're a part of my subscription program on my website, VIP subscription program, we will be having a Zoom.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Ian will be doing his live stream from my studio, so I will likely join the Zoom from my tablet, and I'll just stay kind of in the front room out of the way while he's doing his live stream. And then when his live stream's over, we'll just transfer into the studio. So that'll be fun.
Thank you for allowing me to use your studio. I do appreciate it. Big time.
Totally fine. I can work on some handwork maybe. Or just play with the dogs.
Where my ex-sister, this is from Angela, she says, where my ex-sister-in-law loved Taco Bell was their authentic Mexican food in Illinois. Uh-oh, that's
not authentic.
No, that's not authentic at all.
I took my 301 apart this week, and I greased and oiled and cleaned everything out, and I'm so proud that I was able to do that.
She sounds lovely.
It was lovely. It was lovely. And then next weekend, we're planning right now, we'll see. But we're planning right now to go to the State Fair on Saturday, if everything plays out well.
Yep.
And we are also planning on Sunday to go to the Cabin Branch Quilters Guild Show. And I think Ian was talking about maybe pushing his live stream back next week for just an hour.
Yep.
To give us a little bit more time at the Guild Show in Manassas. Joan is asking, Becca and Ian, will Ian's live stream be at its usual time, or is he going to change to Eastern time?
That is a really good question. So at this time, I'm going to stick to the 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. And then
I just want you to know, I didn't trip over the bag.
I'm going to stick to the 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, see how that works for a couple of weeks, just kind of see if that is still a good time for me and for everything that's going on. I may adjust it, but I will give y'all plenty of warning ahead of time if I do adjust it. Like Becca said, next weekend we will be adjusting to 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central due to the show and making sure that, because Becca signed us up for a volunteer session. So
Yeah, so if you're going to the Cabin Branch Quilters Guild show on Sunday between 11 a.m. and noon, Ian and I both, all by our little lonesomes, will be working the ticket desk. So you'll have to see us to come in. Sorry.
tickets, get your tickets
But
here.
just for that 1 hour, we'll make sure everybody gets a good giggle. One laugh, guaranteed with admission.
Right.
Even if I have to bust out the dad jokes.
Oh, Lord. It's been so long since I've done FPP. I'm like,
So Terry said, bags can jump out at you like that. You dodged a bullet, Becca.
she did. She really did. She absolutely did. Can't believe I did that again.
HOTTOGO. You can make some elephants to go.
Ooh, I almost forgot to add the 1/4 inch.
Quarter of inch.
That's not good. Almost missed it.
5.
6,
2.
5, 6, 7, 8.
If only. Hello, Becky. Becky from Power Tools with Threads is here.
Oh, hello.
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 Why are we doing that?
I know. I am just like so tired. I'm delirious
I
at
gotta
this
take
point.
my rings off. They're killing me. They keep sliding around on my fingers. I need to get them sized.
HOTTOGO.
Take me high to go.
You're welcome, everyone. I got her hooked on that song. That was my fault.
It's not a lie.
Because I talked about it in one of your live streams, and you're like, I've never heard that song. I'm like, oh ho ho, we can fix that. We can fix that real quick.
Fixie, 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 fixie. I don't know what I am doing.
Deb is asking what I'm working on. I'm actually,
Can you show them or no? I don't know.
what are they going to do? Fire me?
It's coming soon.
It
to
is
a
coming
legit
soon.
Kits near you.
Yeah, it is a legit kit. I'm pattern testing. This one is the Halloween. I don't know if this is the name that they're going to stick with, but this is the Halloween Foundation Paper Piece pattern. It is a collaboration between Legit Kits and Kohl's Quilts, but it is the Halloween.
Hold on, I'll make you big so they
Okay.
can all see nice and nice. Nicey nice. Look, nicey nice.
Nicey nice.
Nicey nice.
So it's the Halloween. It looks like apparently he's done a series of these where it's like stained glass windows and.
Linda said, Ian, stay in your seat.
Right, yeah. So I'm actually working on pattern testing. I felt real bad because everybody's pretty much finished all of their blocks. I didn't quite realize that the timing was going to be a little off for me. They were like, hey, would you like to do this? And I was like, sure. And then I realized I was moving. So that was maybe not the best idea for me, but they've been very gracious with my moving. And so I'm trying to catch up on blocks and get them done.
Becky said, OMG, that's amazing!
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's really pretty. It is slightly different than...
If you've done a legit kit
it's
before,
a little different.
this does go together a bit differently.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, so just heads up on that.
Yeah, I believe it is... I'm going to look it up right now. Since I have the iPad in front of me, I can look it up. I believe Legit Kits is selling it, or pre-selling it on their website. Let me look in the...
Drop your affiliate link.
Okay, yeah, it is there. So let me grab my affiliate link.
Mona sent over a $5 super chat.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Set and called it bubble wrap for Ian.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm grabbing the link for everyone. I have to sign in to my affiliate portal, so hold on just a minute, and I will get it. But yeah, it is there.
And
They are pretty
we'll put an affiliate link for the project in the description box down below. So if you're watching this on replay and you can't get to it in the live chat, you'll still have the same link.
What? I didn't forget my password. How dare you?
Your password is password123.
Right.
Super secure.
Do I have more passwords from here? Hold on, everyone. Apologies. Working on it.
Technical difficulties. The tech gremlins are out tonight.
They are. There. Okay. Oh, hey, I have money in there. I didn't realize it. I don't check this often enough, and I just realized that I have a balance sitting in there. So, awesome. Links.
Look, people are using your links.
I know. It surprises me sometimes. Get links.
So, shall I tell them about the very large purchase that I made yesterday?
No, you should keep them in suspense. Yes, you should.
I don't know. Let's see. If you want to know what I bought yesterday, put
No.
some hearts in the chat.
You don't want to know. You
Give me
do
some,
not
give
want
me some
to
hearts.
know.
Give me some hearts. Nope, I want to see the hearts.
You do not
I want
want
to see
to
the hearts in
know.
the chat. I want to see all the hearts in the chat. Like all of them. All of them. Spill the tea. Spill the tea. Oh, I only see Mike putting hearts in the chat. But I do like, everybody's like, ooh, do tell. Tell us, tell us. You didn't put hearts in the chat.
I sent
Oh,
you the
there
link
they
for
are.
later.
There they are. Although somebody guessed another sewing machine.
I mean,
It's
not terrible.
that's not a bad guess. Okay. Should we let somebody try to have a guess?
Sorry, I just saw somebody said, Ian, you have a legit excuse for not getting the legit kids done. You're kind of right. Why does it keep blocking their hearts?
I don't know, but
I'm
allow them through.
I am.
All the hearts can come.
Okay, I don't know why it's not.
I don't know why the YouTube is being weird.
Yeah. I also don't know why I don't have a text box, so I sent you the link for...
I got it.
Okay.
I put it in.
Perfect. So Becca is putting the affiliate, that is an affiliate link. If you click that, it will give me a small commission at no cost to you. So just know that you're helping to support me, and thank you, Becca, for letting me put one on.
Angela says, does it rhyme with KY jelly? You weren't here last night or last week.
What rhymes with KY jelly?
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you the story. I just put his. Okay, so last week, Ian.
Yeah.
This was a problem.
Oh.
You were having dinner with your friends in
Yes.
Texas and saying your goodbyes.
Yep.
So you weren't here.
Yep.
I was working on Deep Dive.
Yep.
And I was... Somebody said, did you get an insurance policy for Ian?
Oh, Lord.
No, but that was a good
Lord.
one.
That's good. That's good.
So I was like, oh, I need this fabric, right? And so every time I was reading out the color,
Yeah.
I was reading out the color code, and I was like, I was just being silly. And so I
Right.
needed color KY. And so I was like, oh, I need KY. Just like KY jelly. I need KY jelly. And I went on with that for about a half an hour. And I was like, I know it's like a lube. I thought it was like Vaseline.
Oh, no.
I didn't know.
Nope.
I didn't know until
Nope.
Mary very politely and discreetly texted it to me. I was like, oh, I probably should stop saying that then.
Probably.
So like all for half an hour last night, KY jelly. That's the joke when you see it this week.
Got it. Somebody had a question. Barbara had a genuine question. Becca, I have a question. I'm one of your VIP members, but it does not show up as VIP person in the chat.
Yep. They're not the same.
Will I still get to attend your
Yes.
Zoom, not class, but it is a Zoom on Sunday?
That's correct. That is correct. So what happens is there's two programs. There is the channel membership here on YouTube, and for that you just get special emojis and your name shows up as green in the chat, so I see it a little bit more easily, and you get a little special badge next to your name. For the VIP program, that is I was calling it an exclusive access program in the beginning, but really what it's kind of morphed into is almost like a pattern subscription, and you also get access to the Zooms. So both channel members as well as VIP program, you both get access to the Zooms that I host. I do one Zoom a month, and every 3 months that Zoom is a Saturday morning to Sunday night. It's like 36 hours of Zoom. I'm not there all 36 hours because I gotta sleep too, but that's kind of what we have there. The difference between the two is really kind of pick your flavor, and some people do both. For the channel supporters here, your name shows up as green. You get special community posts once in a while. I don't really do them as often as maybe I should. You get special emojis. And it's really more just like being able to stand out in the crowd in the live chat. Thank you, Melody, for that super chat. I appreciate that. And then the VIP program, you get access to every pattern I write. And I don't write one pattern a month, like I don't crank them out hand over fist, but when I do write them, I put them there. And of course, I put them in a centralized area. And so that's really kind of the benefits of the two programs. Both of them include access to Zoom. And so what you'll see is for the VIP members, you also can get emails from me. I try to send them out once a month, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, depending on what I've got going on in my life. And so I can get in touch with you a whole lot easier than I can on YouTube. And so I will email those links to you for Zoom, and you'll have them for multiple months out. Whereas with the channel stuff here on YouTube, I can't do that. And so the day before we have a Zoom, I usually put a community post out for channel members. And then that's how you can join the Zoom, is just by getting the link from the channel's community tab. Okay. So we have skirted around that issue, Ian. We have sat here and talked and talked and talked.
Yes.
And I never did reveal what I have
Mike,
purchased.
I cannot stop laughing, thank you.
Why are we laughing?
Well, Bill, a moment ago, what did he say? He said something. He said, Ian, Mike started sewing KY jelly rolls. And then Mike came back and said, Bill, that's a slippery situation.
I get it.
By the way, look what I finally got to open.
Yeah, he's really excited about that.
Super excited about it.
Super excited about that.
Super excited.
So, all right. What did I buy? Awesome. Silverita, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. We're going to put a lot of these super chats to good use tomorrow when we go to the quilt show. You guys are going to buy me fat quarters. Look at that. Every $5 I get buys me another fat quarter. All right. So I can't do this. I can't do this while I'm talking to you about this because I am so excited. All right. So where do I start with this story? Because it's a good story. Let's sit back, grab a cup of coffee. Let's chat.
This late at night? A cup of coffee this late?
Well, I'm drinking ice water.
Oh, okay.
Pick your poison. So, several years, and as soon as I start this story, everybody's going to go, I know what you bought!
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you the whole story anyway, so haha, joke's on you. You got to sit through it. Unless you click off of the video and then,
No,
rude.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. So, several years ago, I think it was 2021, maybe 2020, but I think it was 2021. I took the plunge and bought a long arm. And when I bought the long arm, I did not get the automation for it, but I did get the light bar, and I got electric magnetic channel locks, and I did a couple other things. I maxed out the manual version of my long arm. Now, when I bought that long arm, I was kind of torn between a baby lock and a handy quilter. I had familiarity with a handy quilter because that's what I had used at my local quilt shop. So that's kind of what I had used before. And I had talked to Tiffany and a couple others about the size of the throat space that I would need. And they all recommended going with like a 20-inch throat because that seemed to be a good compromise between having the maximum amount of throat space and then maybe an area that was just a little bit too narrow. They didn't recommend you getting like anything smaller than the 20-inch throat. In fact, I think Tiffany has the King Elite 2, which is an 18-inch throat space, and she said that extra 2 inches, she wished she would have had it. So I ended up pulling the trigger on a HQ Amara on a 10-foot frame because at the time I could not fit a 12-foot frame in my home. So I only have a 10-foot frame. So I've been in my home for a while and I have told myself, I financed the purchase of my long arm. Until my long arm was paid off, I was not going to invest any additional money in any other upgrades. No rear handlebars, no automation, no nothing, because I wanted the long arm paid off before I thought about putting more money into it. Well, the long arm is a couple payments away from being paid off. And I'm not even looking at the chat.
Yeah,
I know people have already guessed it.
They've already guessed it.
But I'm giving you the story because I'm just rambling. I'm a rambling man. Or woman. Whatever. Take your pick. So, I don't use my long arm as often as I should. And I know the reason for that is because I just don't have the time to quilt every quilt manually. And so instead, I make lots of tops and then I send them out to be quilted. And I'm spending money to support lovely Beth, who is an amazing quilter and I highly recommend.
Yep.
But that money could be going towards the payment for a financed automation. So yesterday I pulled the trigger and I called a quilt shop about an hour away from me up in Maryland, and they gave me the show pricing for Pro Stitcher. And I guess Handy Quilter is running a sale. They gave me a $500 credit towards a bunch of pantographs that I can download off of prostitcher.com. And they gave me some classes that I can go take in the store, and they're going to come install it for me and get everything up and running, all for that show sale price. And so I was like, okay, well, I mean, I had it in the back of my head that I might call So Yeah, because that's who I bought my long arm from, and I was thinking, well, maybe I get the Pro Stitcher from them, but they're going to come to my home and install it, and they're going to give me classes, and it's a dealer that's within an hour from here that I can work with. If something happens, I can take the machine into them. So yeah. I just feel like for this one, because of the classes and everything, I'm going to go with a local dealer, but I still do highly recommend So Yeah if you're looking for a machine or any automation for anything. So I am really excited because what that means is I will be able to finish more quilts on my own without having to pay somebody else to do them. And I have got, I mean, Ian, look at my rack. Yeah.
that will live.
That will live in
forever,
yep,
and
forever
and ever.
I mean, I don't have that many because I do every few months, I pack up about, I declutter my quilt top rack and send off a lot to Beth to quilt for me. Yep. And I send them to her by the box load. I'm like, here you go. When you have a lull in between orders and need to make some money, quilt one for me and then send me an invoice. So jury's out whether or not I'll get, she still has 4 of my quilt tops. Jury's out on whether or not I'll have her send them back to me to be practice pieces. I might just let her keep them and continue to support her business. But I'm really excited. So that's what I took the plunge on yesterday. Yep. I got the call today from Handy Quilter that the Pro Stitcher automation has been ordered and will likely ship out on Monday. Woo woo! So and no, exciting. I am not quilting for profit. No, I will not quilt your quilts. No, I am not doing it for commission. No, 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 no. No.
It's like putting the sign on your truck, not for hire.
Yeah. One day, will I do it in the future? Maybe.
Yeah.
but that is years out. I don't have the time or the bandwidth to be able to do that for anybody and juggle everything else that I have going on. I literally made it, this was a selfish purchase. Friends can use it. I will use it.
I'll use it.
If you're in the area and you know how to use it, maybe I would consider renting some time out to you. But no. This was a selfish purchase. It was not made to start competing for quilty business.
Yep.
Part of it, I will say, one of the appeals that I have with that is when I write a pattern, I want to be able to show those glamour shots of my quilts once they're done. And it'll be really nice to be able to load a quilt onto the frame, have an edge-to-edge design stitched on it just to get it done, throw some binding on that bad boy, and now I can take it outside and take some glamour shots, which is going to be a whole lot faster than sending it out, getting it in the queue for somebody else to work on, having them mail it back. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely. Katie said, but will you hem my blue jeans for me?
Ian, look at my face.
What? Oh.
I remember when I bought my long arm, I was really nervous because I financed the purchase and I felt like that was the wrong thing to do. Because everybody always talks about don't finance something, pay cash for it, but to have that amount of cash and hand it over for the purchase of a long arm, it didn't feel like that was something that was ever going to be attainable for me.
Yeah.
So I ended up financing it and then just paying more than the minimum monthly payment every month. I'd throw, when I had extra money at it, I would throw more at it, but I always made sure to pay about $50 above the minimum payment so that I could get it paid off sooner. And then I think it was Nancy Gus, I think it was. She sent me an email early on and she was like, I actually think you did the right thing because you're young. I'll say younger. I won't say young, but you're working, you have income coming in. Yeah. You're not in retirement on a fixed income. And so I think she thought it was a wise decision to do something like that now when I had an income and I could afford the payment.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah. So I gave myself a little bit of grace there. Absolutely. And I had the same kind of mentality when it came to getting the automation. I was like, okay, we're going to do the same thing we did before, but this is a machine that I don't envision, I envision having this for a very long time. So.
Yep.
That's what I did. I did a thing. Good move on using a local dealer, Becky B says. I'm a Juki fan, and I have a 3-hour drive to the nearest dealer.
Oh, man.
So I need a repair or cleaning. It's a 4 to 3. It's 4 3-hour trips, 2 to drop off and 2 to pick up.
Oof. Goodness.
Yeah. See, that was the other thing. I have my Juki. I love my Juki, but there's no Juki dealer within a 3-hour radius of me. I think every Juki dealer is 2.5 to 3 hours away. At least. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Why? Stop, you silly.
I don't know. H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
You can take
Snap and clap and touch your toes.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. When she goes really fast, it's H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Snap and clap and touch your toes.
Whatever. Mike said, next week, tune in to see Becca eating ramen.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Pam is saying, sorry, I didn't hear it, but what size is the throat on your machine? It is a 20-inch throat.
I don't know how these go together. I don't even know what they do or not.
Because there's no map.
Well, yeah. Here's what I've gotten so far, though. I have no idea where they end up in the actual quill, but here's what I've got so far. So they look pretty. They look pretty.
They do. That one strip of black is real thick. That
Yeah.
must go in between a couple of blocks.
Yeah, it's like the thick leading.
I want to make a stained glass something. I like stained glass.
Well, somebody posted, and I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but somebody posted a really pretty picture of like a stained glass type quilt in my Facebook group. So
In your Facebook group?
in my Facebook
In
group.
your Facebook
in my
group?
Facebook group.
Is your Facebook group just a little bit better than my Facebook group?
No, we have awesome communities.
No. I think I heard the way you inflicted my I'm just giving you a hard time.
Do you see how she treats me? Do
I
you see how she treats me?
Listen, okay, the truth is out. You're not tripping over stuff. I'm shoving you down.
Where is Matthew from Fallon's husband when I need him? She's admitted it. She's admitted it.
No, I admit nothing. Good day, sir.
Good day. Oh man. All right, 2 blocks done.
Yeah, I got 2 blocks done too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you like your flashlight on your new Aliso?
Who knew one needed a flashlight while ironing?
She was like, she took it out of the box and was like, why do you need a flashlight on an iron? And she was like, oh, I like the flashlight on the iron.
I was like, okay, really? Do you need a light on an iron? And then I started ironing. I was like,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
That was something I didn't know I needed, and now I never want to be without.
Oh, man.
So, let's just see here. I think we also, because I have not talked about this. I know you have, but I have not told them about our joint endeavor.
Yep. I've
You want to
mentioned
talk
it a few
about
times.
you want to talk about our joint endeavor?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now that I'm here.
Yeah.
So Becca and I, did you set up a command for that?
I will do that right now, sir.
Well, you don't have to. I was just
Yes,
gonna,
sir.
Oh, I
I
was
will
just
do
saying.
that right now, sir.
So Becca and I have decided, since we are both
have
in
decided.
the area,
We've decided.
we have decided. Actually, Becca came up with the idea for it, and I was like, that's a really good idea. Let's do it. We have decided to take on podcasting because who needs yet another podcast to listen to? But we decided that we wanted to do a podcast, just kind of talking about all things quilty, sewy, probably some random stuff that just happens. You know, you get more of us in the podcast. We have started a YouTube channel with the podcast. It is So Off Kilter. We decided to take our names and combine them, so it is So Off Kilter. And Becca's working on the command right now for you to use in the chat. I bet you in a moment, don't do it yet, but I bet you in a moment it's going to be !podcast, and it'll get you the link to our new YouTube channel where you can listen to all the podcast goodness that we will have over there. We need to record our first episode. We were waiting.
We're doing that in this coming week, right?
Yep. So we need to record our first episode. There's nothing there yet. There's like 60 subscribers so far. But feel free to subscribe to that channel. It is free, and we will be putting out a podcast hopefully very soon. Just sitting and talking. And where the first one we talked about doing is talking about moving quilts, because, you know, timely, moving quilts and everything that I did in the process of moving my quilts.
Yeah, and I've moved as a quilter too. So we're just going to have a conversation about what it's like to move as a quilter and the things that we learned that we didn't know we needed to know, and the things that were difficult and the things that were easy, and what life in transition would be like. All of the things. So that's the first one. But we did it as a joint venture, and I feel like we're kind of giving you a little bit of a taste into it right now.
I mean,
because that's what
pretty much what it is.
Yeah. I feel like we did this. In my head, I wanted to go this route because it wasn't having Ian on my channel all the time, and it wasn't me being on his space all the time. We both still get to have our own anonymity. Is that the way you say it? Anonymity?
Sure.
I don't know, whatever. Aluminum. Yeah. So, anywho, this gave us a chance to put our own our own, like, something together for the community where you want to see both of us, right? Without feeling like I have to have Ian in all of my videos because he lives near me, or without Ian feeling like he always has to do his live streams from my house, or I always have to go to his because that's what the community wants. You can still have your Ian experience. You can still have your Becca experience. You can have a channel where there is literally the combined, and then guest spots occasionally on each other's, but it allows him to have total ownership over his channel without me overrunning, and vice versa. But we have to be very aware that we don't have the bandwidth to do ridiculous amounts of records for that podcast. So we wanted to think about what is the right cadence for that channel. And we've been talking about this for a few months now. Our cadence is going to be once every other week.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Oh. Yeah, I got a little scared too. We'll talk about that in a moment. So we're going to do that once every 2 weeks. We don't know when the first episode will drop. We're thinking probably the middle-ish of October, and then about every 2 weeks after that. But that's all TBD until, we need to get everything worked out. The first episode's probably going to be recorded right here. Like, all I've got in my head is just us sitting in the chairs with the camera pointing at us, and we're just sitting there and talking about what moving's like. If there are topics you'd like to hear us talk about, send them in. If there are questions you'd like us to address, send them in. You can email them to Ian or myself. You can send them through direct messages on Instagram, TikTok, whatever works for you.
I was wondering if there might be a way to put a spot on your website where people
Oh,
could
sure,
submit
absolutely.
questions.
Yeah, we can add a section on the sobecca.com website for the podcast.
Yeah.
And so you could submit your questions there as well, and we'll even highlight the past episodes there and link to it. So,
and I need now that I'm like here and arrived in DC, I need to maybe build a website myself.
Yeah, we'll get you through there. Sharon is saying, I just joined your VIP, but I get anything telling me I joined. I'm guessing you say I didn't get anything telling me I joined. I don't. Just send me an email. I don't know if that automation is turned on yet, but send me an email, Sharon, Becca at sobecca.com, and I can help you look into that. Do you turn into a pumpkin at 9? So let's talk about what happened just now.
Yeah.
Why don't you? I need to sew this block.
Okay, all right.
You share
I'll
that
talk.
story.
Becca and Jason have been wanting to automate their home. And so I have been helping to automate because, Becca's been wanting to do it for a while, but you really need some like momentum, right? You need some like encouragement and momentum. And since I'm hanging out with them, I decided to help them get their home more automated and smart home enabled and
So
all
we
that kind
got
of stuff.
some smart deadbolts.
Yep.
And we got 2 of them installed. The other 2, because we have 4 entry doors,
Yeah.
2 of them were sitting on the table. And so Ian took over. Go ahead, pick up.
I did. Yep. So today I organized a little bit of stuff and then I just said, you know what, I'm just going to install these in the door for y'all because they were sitting on the table. And I was like, let's just install these. So I worked on putting installing 2 of the locks today, and what you just saw me like look around, and you may have even seen Becca kind of like, what is going on? Becca built an automation that all the doors lock at 9 p.m. automatically, and so I thought somebody was coming in the door that you see behind me, but it was actually just the door locking and locking for the night. So the automation ran at 9 p.m. and
It worked.
It worked. It did work. Scared the bejesus out of me, but it worked.
The jail
The
is
jail's
locked. Wait, hold on. Funny story. Not lying about this. Totally happened. So I'm down here doing a live stream on a Friday night. This is about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And the live stream's over and I'm ready to go to bed. So I stand up and I walk away from my machine. I turn off all the lights and I go to the door. Now, my door that goes into the laundry room, there's a lock on that door from the inside. So Jason can lock me into the sewing room.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's done it on occasion as a joke, but every night and now he doesn't have to because it does it automatically, but
Yep.
every night before he goes to bed, usually around 9 o'clock, he goes and checks all the doors and makes sure everything's locked and tidied up, locked up. So he comes in here while I was on my live stream, locked up the door. And when he left, he locked the laundry room door and I didn't know. So at 10 o'clock when my live stream was over, I get up, I walk over to the door. The door is locked. The door is locked. The door is locked. I called Jason like 4 or 5 times. He wasn't answering the phone because he was completely out. Fortunately, I found my, like, I digged through my tote bag and I found my keychain and I eventually found the key for that door, but I was not happy.
Tracy says manual backups in case of no power. Yes, it does have manual backups. It does have, you know, you can, from the inside, you can unlock it and lock it.
But they also run on batteries. They're not plugged in.
Right. And it does, it has a physical key as well. So there's a physical key, we have a digital key, and then there's also automations that can run on it. So Ellen says, I can't figure out how to be a member on blank. If you would like to join the VIP, the best, I'm going to be honest with you. This
Exclamation VIP.
Exclamation VIP. That'll take you to Becca's website. Honestly, in my opinion, that's the best place to join the VIP program because you do get those free patterns. So that's me personally.
You still get the Zooms, and you get the emails, and you get access to a Facebook group.
Linda says, oh my God, never mind. Because a moment ago, she's like, oh, I want to get hubby to do that. Now she's like, oh my God, never mind. Automated locks. No, it's fine. There is manual overrides. You're fine.
Yep. I just like it because we had a smart deadbolt in Arlington and it wasn't as fancy as the new generation. So they were definitely like first gen smart deadbolt, but we had a smart deadbolt on our door in Arlington and it was funny because my car had the button to start it and I had a deadbolt. So all I ever had to do was just have my keys on me.
Yep.
Never had to fish them out. And then when we moved into this house, I had to start fishing out the keys and it's a different key for every door. Yeah. And I'm just like, and for some doors, it's 2 different keys, one for the top and one for the bottom. So I'm really excited because I have also built on automation that when I drive up my driveway, one door, that's a magical door, unlocks just for me.
Let's see, where to go? I lost it. Heather is asking Becca, what happens if you are out past 9 p.m.?
I use my passcode to get in, or my phone to get in, or the key that is on my key ring in case of massive failure to get in.
Yep. Deb wants to know if you smacked Jason when you got to bed.
I walked in and I said, babe, and he shot straight up in bed. And I said, you locked me out. And he goes, did you call me? And I said, you locked me out of the house. You locked me into the sewing room. And he goes, huh? And I said, you locked the door. And he goes, oh. And he laid back down and went to sleep. And so the next day I asked him about it. I was like, man, you didn't even say anything. You were just like, what? He was like, it was one of those situations where I knew enough to shut up. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I knew I did something wrong from the tone of your voice. And I was just going to dig that hole deeper if I kept talking. So I said, no, I'm going to bed. And that's what he did.
It's fair. It's fair.
I was like, yeah, all right, fine, whatever.
Donna says if we sneak over to fondle Becca's fabric stash, we need to be out by 9 p.m. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny.
I did have a lot of joy watching you open all the boxes that you've been sending here. Listen, Ian's been shopping.
I have.
Ian's been a shopaholic the past couple months. The past 6 weeks or so, he keeps buying things, and he's like, oh, I'll just have it sent to Becca's so that I don't have to pack it. And it shows up here. And I had a stack of boxes.
She did.
On my floor in my sewing room, on that side of the camera. And so you guys have seen me in the chat. I'm like, Ian, get these boxes out of here.
Boxes! Yup.
Get these boxes out of here, Ian.
Guess who Nancy says he's a smart man.
I mean, I can't argue with that logic. I know I'm in trouble. I'm just going back to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
I can't argue with that logic
Nope.
at all.
Nope.
Is your apron made from a pattern? Michelle is asking. No. I have a video coming out on this. So this is a pattern that I bought from Amazon, but I did this hack to make it like a dress. So I have a pattern. I have a video coming out on what I did to make this, along with a link to what the pattern is. And I would like to hopefully release that this week. So stay tuned.
If you had to guess, how many yards of fabric do you think you have, Becca?
Oh, gosh. 1, 2, 3. That's going to take too long.
Yeah.
A lot. But less than I used to have because I, over the past couple years, with the help of some wonderful friends and loved ones, have destashed quite a bit of the fabric. No, it's all the things that I know I wasn't going to use, I got rid of. I sold it off or I donated it. And I predominantly sew from my stash now. Occasionally I do buy fabric if it's a special project or I need additional fabric to go into it. Most of the time I pull from my stash. So less than I used to have, but still a whole heck of a lot. I feel like I'm just sitting here while you're playing MC.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get started on another block just yet, so
You're fine.
I'm good just sitting here looking at the
I
chat and
appreciate you, Ian.
all of that.
Appreciate you.
Angela's asking, does Ian need to have a live unboxing? And we will be doing. So Sunday I don't have a plan, to be honest. So my plan is.
Oh, I got a plan.
We are going to look at all the stuff that I bought and send it to Becca's house. And there's also been some packages that y'all have sent me. So we're gonna go through those as well. So
Mail opening.
and see how much.
Here's a tale that never fails and makes me wanna wag our tail. Blah 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 blah.
No!
I love that show. Why was I 21 watching Blue's Clues with no kid?
Because I am 38 watching Bluey. Like,
Are you watching Bluey?
oh, I love
I've
Bluey.
never
Oh
seen
my
Bluey.
gosh, I
Is
love
that
Bluey.
like Blue's Clues?
No, it's an Australian cartoon, but like they don't really hide. Like, it's very much for children, but it definitely like will nod to the parents as well. There's a lot of nods to like parenting and the struggles that parents go through. So it's very clever, and I just love the way that they have done it. If anybody watches Bluey, you know the unicorn puppet. I don't remember the unicorn puppet's name, but you know the unicorn puppet and how annoying that puppet is. You know.
Trina says, so you won't miss a few yards as long as we're out by 9.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, so talk about your plan for Sunday.
So yeah, we're just I have you can't see it on camera, but there's a box over there that has a lot of stuff.
Over there.
A lot of stuff. So we're gonna go through just some of the purchases that I've made, and ooh and ah, and oh, don't throw scissors. Was it scissors?
Yeah.
Oh, don't throw scissors. And then Michael is asking, Ian, did you get your ribbons back from Becca?
What ribbons?
I think that's your answer.
Yes, he got them back.
Yeah, I did.
What you didn't see is when the camera cut off, he tackled me, and that's why my arm hurts.
There you go. That's it.
Give them to me!
Ellen says, oh goodness, you two keep me in stitches.
I see what you did there.
Val says that her granddaughter and her friends love Bluey, and it's on at my house all the time. See, Val, isn't it like, it's for adults too. It definitely throws some things in there for adults. It's smart. It's smart, fun
SMRT.
TV. But yeah. Well, Angela says, why my father started watching SpongeBob when he was in his 50s.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants.
I don't watch SpongeBob. That one is a mindless TV that I don't like.
3 hours later.
That is the only thing that I do like. At least she's not running with scissors. This is true.
I mean, I could.
Donna says, they were Becca's ribbons, delivered to her, now hers. Well, I did take it in my van, so...
Well, there's one ribbon that you didn't deliver
That is true.
here.
That is true.
And now that one's mine.
That is true.
I mean, yours.
Trina, I get it soon. I get it soon. I'm excited. I'm excited. S. Lopez has started watching The Minions.
Oh.
Banana. Banana.
Doo-doo.
But.
Ever tell you the story about the minion sound that I had on my phone?
Yeah, you did actually. I remember it.
I don't know if they told them that, but
Yeah,
I love it.
I remember it.
I installed some Minions text tones when the Minion movies were in the theater, and one of them was every time I got a text, you would hear, ha ha ha, ha, like the Minion laugh. Well, if my phone was in my pocket, and I was standing downstairs with my husband in the basement in our old house, and we were talking, and I said something, and we were just like processing what we were talking about, and you just heard, ha, like that. And it was muffled because it was in my pocket. I thought we had a ghost. I was like, what is that? Oh, it's my phone. I had a text. I changed it. I changed it.
Cindy says, Ian, will you have enough room at your new home for everything that you bought? If not, I'm sure Becca will gladly keep it. I think she's going to charge me a tax.
Well, he does have storage at his in his apartment, but we gotta get your key too. Anyway,
Yeah.
There's a storage unit place nearby that he can use. If not, and it is not my house because I don't have it. I don't have the room.
Yep. The storage facility has already been rented, so whatever doesn't
I wasn't
fit.
sure if I was allowed to be like, Ian's already rented a storage unit.
Yeah. So whatever does not fit in my apartment is going to go in the storage unit.
Do you need to put your ribbons there?
No. My ribbons are going to go on display.
Listen,
I'm going to put those back up.
I already told him he needs to have a ribbon wall with special lighting. There's like, oh! Don't put it in the back shot of your camera. Just like have it right on the entryway. Like when you walk into his apartment, you just see ribbons.
Right, exactly. Ow!
Oh my gosh, that's two. That's two.
I hit my funny bone. Oof.
Ian, I think.
Good night, Judy. Sleep
we're gonna
well.
Have to get you.
Yeah, bubble wrapped.
How does it know to turn the light on? Okay, off, on, off, on. Staying on? Are you going to stay on if you're in this position? Is that what's going to happen? The geek in me wants to know what's causing it.
It's probably,
it's an accelerometer.
Yeah,
a gyrometer.
Yep.
A euro.
Yep.
See?
I love that it's slightly delayed, too.
I do.
Like, you put it down and it goes, bing!
It's like, okay, check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, 1. It's a 1 second delay.
Yep.
That's technical. That's how you time things. 1, 1, 1. I really need. I feel loopy.
Mary's asking where I am moving to. I am moving right here in D.C. I mean, technically outside of D.C.
He'll be in Prince William County.
Yep.
By the way, we do have to. Oh, do you see Pam's comment? Becca, you can charge Ian for storage space and make your pro-stitcher payments.
There you go.
So he'll be within about 10 to 15 minutes from me, depending on traffic and all sorts of things. But he will be living in Prince William County. Mm-hmm. Mary's asking, did you get a new iron too? I did. Mm-hmm. I bought myself the blue Baby Aliso and the blue full-size Aliso.
Yep.
Joni says, have you given any thought to sewing a padded tushy cushion garment for Ian to wear during his visits? We need to keep him safe.
Is that the rain?
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I heard wind or something for a minute,
Pretty sure that's right. It like picked up real hard.
but I don't see any rain. I don't hear anything now.
I don't hear it now. It,
Okay,
like,
I heard
died down.
something.
Yeah.
It might have been the car leaving or the car's coming, but I saw no lights. I don't know.
I don't
Whatever.
know. Anyways,
Who cares?
moving on.
Becca, you need to make Ian some knee, elbow, and tailbone. Listen, for Christmas, I'm going to get him some knee pads, some elbow pads, a helmet. Can I get you a special helmet, like the not like special that way, but like special as in I'm going to have a rainbow mohawk on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be
Maybe a
fun.
unicorn in the front.
Yeah, yeah. I'd
That
down
will
for
be
that.
your weapon. So if you fall down and anybody's
Right.
nearby, it'll hit them. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Judy says, "Go outside and look, Ian."
I'm good. I'm good. It's fine.
This is.
It's fine.
I feel like we are completely off in left field right now.
Oh, totally. 100%.
I don't like. I'm not even
100%.
sewing. I'm just sitting here like laughing and having a dumb time. I don't know why I said dumb. You snorted.
I did.
Oh, let's talk about the bread.
Oh, the bread.
I have become a bread connoisseur.
Yes.
10 out of 10 would highly recommend. So Ian loves cinnamon raisin bread. And I told him when he was coming in, I was like, listen, I'm going to have a loaf of cinnamon raisin bread made for you on your first day, because we knew he was coming here until all the stuff landed, so that wasn't a thing. So I already knew that was happening, and so I've been telling him, I'm going to make it for you, I'm going to make it for you. And so he gets here, the bread's in the bread machine doing all the things, and then we went and dropped off his rental, and when we came back, it was done. And I was like, okay, you get to try it. And I might have had this face.
It's so good. Oh, cinnamon raisin. So good.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was good. It was.
Yeah, it was so good.
Like, I've been sitting here going, I think I might have a slice after the live stream.
It was good. It was good. I also made a pumpkin. I made my pumpkin bread, but this time I wanted to put something in it to give it a little bit more texture. So I put some organic raw pumpkin seeds down in there. Unfortunately, I did it after both of the mixes in the bread machine happened, so most of the pumpkin seeds ended up being up on top.
Yep.
And I think in the future I would put half in when it, like, maybe put it in before the mixes happen so that it's getting all the way through the batter.
Yep.
Casey's asking this. This is the second time she asked. She asked earlier. She said, has Zoe seen the progress on her quilt? And if so, what does she think? She actually loves it. Yep. And this is what it looks like here. I'm just going to kind of keep repeating that alternate pattern with the blocks that I have. And I have a good bit of them made. I've got probably about a dozen more blocks here that I can add. Each one of those blocks is a 9-patch. So I've got enough here to make one more 9-patch. And then, yeah. So it's growing slowly but surely.
Nancy, I did not put any butter or cream cheese on it. I did toast it for breakfast.
I do have cream cheese in the fridge.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I would
'Cause
probably
was gonna
put
make
butter
some-
on it. I feel like the butter would
The butter was
moisten
good.
it up.
It does. The cream cheese would be really good too. The cream cheese would be really good too. Also, cinnamon butter would be good on that. Cinnamon sugar butter.
Yes.
Could make some of that.
Cindy wants to know what bread maker you have.
The cheap one off Amazon. Wait, listen. This is a true story. So, Janine, my friend Janine, she has a very expensive bread maker, and at retreat last year, she's got like a $400 bread maker. She brought it and was just going to make one loaf of bread, but everybody loved it so much that she ended up making bread every day during retreat, and sometimes it was twice a day, and people were gobbling it up. But then a lot of us left, and we all went home and bought a bread maker. We all asked her, what bread maker do you have? And she gave us the link. So I pulled that up on Amazon. I went, I ain't spending $400 on I don't have $400 for a bread maker. So I didn't buy it, and I sat on it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to look and see if I can find an Amazon Basics model. And I did. It was like $70. And I'll get the link and I'll put it in the description box down below if you want to pick it up. It will be an affiliate link off my Amazon affiliate. But it was like 70 or 80 bucks. And it does everything that I need it to do. My only struggle with this bread maker is that it makes the loaves tall like this. But we get around that by just letting it build it so it looks like a really tall muffin when it comes out.
Yep.
And then after it's cooled, I slice it down the middle so you get thicker pieces of bread, but they're half size. And so that's just what we do. That works for us. In the future, maybe I'll step up to an expensive bread maker, but this one's doing everything I want it to do. Everything that I know how to do, that bread maker does. And so there's no reason for me to spend the $400 or $500 on it, maybe in the future.
Yep. I think Linda, I lost the comment now, but somebody said freezing the pumpkin seeds will disperse it more evenly. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm gonna try that.
I'm literally looking that.
I'm gonna try that. So you just put the pumpkin seeds in frozen into the batter?
That's what it looked like she said, and
I'll have to try that.
again. Linda said, I think I've read somewhere that freezing what you put in some breads keeps it suspended throughout. So freeze those pumpkin seeds.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. By the way, I've got it now. For those that are in the live chat, I am putting the link to the bread maker that I bought. This is an affiliate link. Oh, Mary says to flour the pumpkin seeds too.
Oh.
So I just put a link to it. Somebody's asking, is it the $68 one on Amazon? Yep, it was $67.49. Amazon Basics bread maker, 2-pound nonstick bread making machine in black. I bought the black. You can get the white. They're the same price. But the link is in the live chat, and I will put that in the description box afterwards.
We have Betty is asking, Becca, what is the pattern on the wall behind you? Are you talking about this one? Or are you talking about this one?
You're so silly.
This one?
Better one.
Better one? Better two. Better one. Okay, I'm done.
Don't fall. Like, that's all I can see in the back of my head is that he's going to fall again. So this one is Line Dance. I still need to put my borders on it, but it is all pieced. This is the quilt that I started on National Jelly Roll Day with Donna, Sean, and Stephanie Harris from Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. This is using that $40 kit that I got from the silent auction at the quilt show for Stonehouse Quilters Guild. This one is the elephant quilt that I am putting together for my daughter, and those blocks close up look like this. Some of them have the stripes and then the dots, and then some of them have the dots and then the stripes. When it's hung up behind me, you can't really see that the elephant's in the middle, but you can see it really is there. Like in person, I can see the elephant, but on camera, you're kind of losing that detail. So those are the two quilts that are hanging up behind me.
Mm-hmm. Debbie says, I wish I was your neighbor.
You know, actually, I do have, I think, a neighbor, like way up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she has given us baked goods for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know anybody else.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not true.
You know the people behind you.
I know the people behind me, and I know the people that, because my dogs have made sure that we were introduced. So that's not true. I do know some people,
yeah.
But we are kind of secluded a little bit. So this one neighbor, she's technically my next door neighbor, but our houses are not next to each other.
Yeah.
So she's at the front of my property, and the side of her backyard has a gate that opens up and goes down a little bit of side yard into my driveway, which is kind of cool, but also I was a little weirded out coming from the city where you were very territorial about, this is my little lot of land, don't park in front of my house, right? It was a little overwhelming when we first moved in. Like the second day we were here, I just saw this woman walking down our driveway, and we live off of a country road. So I was like, where did she come from? It was our neighbor.
Yeah.
So she's a nice lady. She happens to be a realtor, actually, by the way.
Oh,
So
good to know.
when you want to buy a house,
There you
let me
go.
know.
There
Anyway,
you go.
maybe I'll make her a loaf of pumpkin bread and take it up and drop it
Oh,
off.
yeah.
And I've got the cream cheese in the fridge,
Yeah.
so I could make that cream cheese frosting.
Oh,
Look at his face. Did you see that
yeah.
face? He went, ah.
When I went outside to the car last night, I like stepped out the door, and it was coming from this house, one of these houses over here, but there was definitely music playing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, stop for a moment because it was like, what is that? What
Was it banjo music?
No, thankfully it was not banjo music, but it was definitely, it was something pop. It had a bass to it. And I
Yeah.
was like,
There's a
what's
guy that
happening?
lives one of these houses over here. Somebody that lives in one of those houses has a souped up car with a really loud exhaust system, like
Yeah.
a performance on purpose exhaust system.
Yeah.
And he'll bump his bass and stuff. So
Gotcha.
that was probably what you were hearing.
Ian, I love that voice. Sit down.
What was I see a couple of questions. My friend Diane is an awesome baker and candy maker. Awesome. Pam is asking, is it cheaper to make your own bread? So here's what I will tell you. I don't know. Because my husband does the grocery shopping and he goes to Sam's Club and he gets me a 25-pound bag of bread flour. And then for my white bread that we make, it's actually a honey bread recipe. And I've put the recipe in the description box of other videos. I will put it in the description box of this video too on the replay. But you just need bread flour, bread instant yeast, honey, butter, and water and salt. And that's it. That's all. That's it. That's it. And I always have salt. I always have.
Yep.
We always have honey. We always have butter. And so all I really need to have is bread flour. So the question is it cheaper to buy the bread or the bread flour?
Yeah. Well, the way your daughter's going through, like I've just been here for like, what, just
woman
over
is a
24
carbaholic.
hours. And she's like eating so much bread, but I don't blame her because it's so good.
It's
so
different.
good.
I don't know. I think it's a lot like quilting. You know, you start when you first start sewing, you're like, this is going to be so much cheaper to make my own clothes. And then you look at the cost of fabric and you're like,
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
And then you look at the cost of the machine and you start thinking about those things. And then you realize that the reason why you're doing this is because you like to make the garment or you like to make the quilt or you like the process or you like the outcome or you like having total control over what goes into it. So the cost is not a factor for me. I make the bread because I enjoy making it. It's easy to do in the bread maker, but also I know every ingredient that's in the bread. There's nothing like, bread flour. All right, maybe there's some things in there that are processed,
Right.
but that's it. Like it's organic honey,
Right.
it's organic butter, it's water from my well. Like,
Well, and Flaky Cheeky makes a good point of it's not cheaper than the bland basics
Yeah.
that the grocery store gives
yeah,
you.
so like the honey bread that I make, it's not sandwich. It's not that, right?
Yeah.
This would be like a premium loaf that you would buy from the bakery.
Yep. Hi. I'm guessing that was
Knock
your
back
husband?
on. Knock back.
Who's the ghost?
He was just sitting there and he just heard.
Yeah.
But the other side of that wall is the bathroom, the pantry, and Jason's office.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, actually, that's the
That's the
bathroom.
bathroom. That's Jason's
pantry.
office.
That's all Jason's
Yeah,
office.
yeah.
So we weren't sure if Jason was in there knocking on the wall. So, okay. I feel like we're done.
I don't know if they're done with us, though. That's the thing.
Tomato. I just feel like I just keep going.
I know. I'm just kind of like...
I feel like I don't have... I'm happy to talk. I'm happy to keep answering questions,
Right.
but I keep having nothing to talk about.
I know. I'm like, I don't want to start another block because I don't want to get deep into it tonight.
I'm done sewing.
and-
Maybe not done socializing. I'm definitely going to get that $10 I get a comment. You talk too much.
So what?
If you talked less, you'd get more blocks done.
So what?
Hi. If you're here an hour and a half into the replay to hear me say that, I welcome your feedback. Saying.
I missed the comment, but somebody said, "Stop talking about bread. You're making me hungry." So good. I'm definitely
In
having a
about
slice.
3 seconds, you're going to see Ian just pop up and go get it, and he's going to show it to you. Let's see, there he goes.
No, just
go get the bread.
go get.
It's
Okay,
fine.
I'll get the
Okay,
bread.
it's fine.
I'll get the bread.
It's fine.
I have my microphone on, so they're gonna hear
That's
me
fine.
all the way grabbing the bread all the way in the other room.
He's blowing that mic out, isn't he? Let's listen to Ian as he
Can you still hear me?
to procure
Becca can't hear
some
me, but y'all
cinnamon
might be
raisin
able to hear
bread.
me. I'm getting the bread. I'm
Is he
raiding the
gonna
bread
toast it?
cabinet.
We don't know. How much flour goes into one loaf? So for the butter bread, I make a 2-pound loaf, and it is a generous 2-pound loaf, and it takes 544 grams of bread flour. I think that's like 4.5 cups. I do all of my measuring for my bread by weight. Love my bread machine. You can just make the dough and put it in a loaf pan. Yes, you absolutely can. So if you do want it to be horizontal rather than vertical, I do have
Everybody,
a couple of those
type
loaves,
in the
and you can
chat.
just have
Becca's
the
a
bread
silly
machine,
goose.
mix everything up, knead it, and allow it to rise in that nice environment. And then once it's all done with all the things, and you can pull it out, you can slice it, put it into multiple loaf pans, whatever works for you. Columber. I don't know what columber is. Linda says, I'm not done listening to you all, so carry on.
Okay, all right.
Did you toast it? Inquiring
No,
minds want to know.
no, I just grabbed it. But look at this goodness. Look at that.
I did double up. Oh,
Look at the glaze on that. Oh, it's so good.
they're telling on you.
What?
Becca is a silly goose.
Yup.
I figure he probably did. Listen, this is also the man who likes to leave Easter eggs.
I do.
Every single time he comes to visit, there's some sort of picture or something. I had one when you and Tiffany were here. They took a picture of the two of them, and they just called it "We love you," and it's still there. Are you eating bread?
I sure am.
That's wrong.
I am eating bread and it's so good.
I'm very proud of that loaf. So I did step up for that loaf. I did just tick up the brown sugar in that just a little bit. And I'll put the link, or I'll put the recipe for the my modified version of the cinnamon raisin bread, because I started with a recipe off of Bread Dad and I modified it a bit. So I'll put my modified version of that recipe in the description box down below. I'll type it up. Is there a pattern for the purple quilt, Becca? Yes, this right here. This is Line Dance. It is from Jordan Fabrics. Ooh, Susan said, I can honestly say it's not making me hungry. I had a yummy Mexican dinner.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds very good.
Did you bring any for Becca?
Nope.
Nope. I don't want any. I'm good. I
figured she didn't. She was too full from dinner.
Yeah, I don't have much of an appetite these days. I eat smaller amounts.
Plus, Jason made a lot of food tonight.
Yeah, I had 2 wings and a half of a burger. And that was a lot for me. That was a lot.
Turkey burger was good, though. I enjoyed that.
It was okay. It was all right. But I really was, like, when he said burgers and I saw the meat patties all seasoned, ready to go on the grill, I was thinking red meat. And while turkey burger is delicious and definitely healthier for you, when you have your mind set on biting into a nice red meat burger, this turkey burger doesn't do it for you.
Poor Cheryl. Poor Cheryl. Autocorrect got you, Cheryl. She said, my husband used to make us fresh bed all the time. Fresh bread. I hate when autocorrect gets me. It's the worst.
You know what I'll do? Because people are asking for the information about the bread. Instead of having to retype it in the description box of my videos, I will just create, like, under the About section on my website, sobecca.com, I'll put an entry there that just says bread, bread recipes or whatever, and the ones...
What I'm baking?
Yeah,
What I'm baking?
What I'm baking, yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'll create a page dedicated there to the different recipes that I want to share. Could you bake that in the oven if you do not have a bread maker? Absolutely. Yep. The recipe, you could still use that recipe. It's just you're going to have to mix it manually and do the rising and everything. And I just put it all in the bread maker, so I won't have that information for you.
Do they make a bread maker that does the horizontal, not vertical doughs? Oh.
Yep. That's the expensive one that Janine had. And hers even has 2 paddles down the bottom, so it mixes more. But I wasn't going to spend that money on it. That's a great opportunity for Jason to have something for a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. And in the meantime, listen, my daughter doesn't ask for very many things. And
Finger licking good.
anyway, my daughter doesn't ask for very many things. And the fact that she really enjoys that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Jason bought these frozen chicken sandwiches from Sam's Club, this big box of them, and put them in the freezer. And so he made one for Zoe for lunch one day, and she put it in the microwave and cooked it and went, nope, and took the bread off of the sandwich and took my bread and put the patty back on it. In fact, yesterday when we had Chick-fil-A, I walked out into that room. The girl won't eat the bun. She wants the honey bread.
Yep. She did that with was it the burger or the hot dog tonight? It was the hot dog.
Yep.
She grabbed a hot dog and grabbed 2 pieces of the honey bread and stuck it in there.
I can't, I could probably make 1 or 2 loaves of that a day because it goes so fast. I pace myself and I'll only make it every few days because otherwise that girl will eat a loaf of bread a day.
Right.
She does not need that many carbs.
Yep.
My keypad broke, so I am slow with on-screen keys.
Totally understand. I have fat thumbs.
I would love that. Susie says, I have a wonderful recipe for molasses oatmeal bread. Would you like it? Hey, anybody that has a recipe for bread, especially if it is a bread machine recipe, email it to me. I will be happy to try it, and I'll post it if I like it.
Yes, please. I would like some.
I don't know why you had to go over there to do it. Yeah,
Well, it just was funnier. It was funnier. People didn't expect suddenly on Becca's camera for me to show up very close to the camera.
It's so funny.
Very close. I mean, I could do it. Hello! Hello in there!
You're so funny.
I know.
So funny.
Did
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, whatever you want.
I was telling you the story, the zombie story, last night. Oh, we were on Marco Polo.
Yes.
And I was so when I worked at a theme park, we did Fright Fest, and I was painted up like a zombie. I've talked about this on my channel several times, but most of the time, 99% of the time, people would want to take photos with me. They would either want to take selfies or
because of your makeup.
Because of the makeup, because of all the things. And so it was on a rare occasion when somebody would hand me their phone and they're like, hey, would you take a photo of us? Because they wanted to be amongst the props and decorations and stuff like that. So I always felt, I didn't feel offended by it, but it was always like, you want me, the zombie, the painted up actor, to take a picture of you in front of all of this static prop. Sure, why not? So, I never said that, but it was always this weird, sure, okay, I'll take your photo. So I would grab their phone and go to take the picture. And when I would raise the phone up, I would flip the camera around from pointing towards them to pointing towards me. I would snap the photo of me and then hand their phone back to them and start walking off. It'd be like, okay, here you go. And I'd start walking off and I'd get, 2 or 3 steps and I would hear, hey, wait a minute. Because I was always making some kind of dumb face or something, and they were always like, wait a minute, we wanted a picture of us. I'm like, well, you didn't specify.
Ian, did you get your box of ribbons back?
Yes, I did. I did get my box of ribbons back. Yep.
If this is what the podcast is going to be like, it will be great. I have that's normal. Katana's coming.
Oh!
Yeah, so we are going to have to get off here because
Yeah.
I think she just pulled up.
Gotcha.
So
well, I heard the dogs in the front, and I'm like, wait, why are the dogs in the front? That was weird.
Yeah. So my stepdaughter is coming because with her sister and her boyfriend, they're going to the Maryland Renaissance Fair tomorrow, and they're spending the weekend up here. And it sounds like they just pulled up, so this is probably a good place to cut it off.
Yeah.
But this is a taste of what that podcast is going to be like, right? Maybe a little I would think we're going to try to keep each episode to less than an hour. So
Maybe.
we'll see. We'll have to see how it edits down.
Yeah.
But it should flow like this, and it's basically just going to be us just being open and honest and talking about topics. Anyway, all that to say, I ordered glasses, and that had nothing to do with anything else.
That came out of left field, but okay.
I saw my glasses sitting over there, and
Oh,
I can't wait to
okay.
get my new ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I've got. You'll be live on Sunday.
Yep.
We have Zoom on Sunday. We'll be at the expo on Saturday. We'll be live. You'll be with me next week on the live, most likely. Yeah, because they said by October 7th, right? That's what. Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Well, it doesn't even matter. Like,
We'll figure it
whatever.
out.
I mean,
It'll
next
get figured
Saturday next Friday is October 4th. So
Yeah.
yeah, he'll be here. He'll be here at least one more Friday. We'll figure it out.
I hope Ian doesn't fall during the podcast. Well, I just might.
Okay, hold on. We're going to have to pause because I've got like 5 people have asked now. Facebook. So let's just do Facebook really quick.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can get there to see. Sewing tail. Let's see what we got here. Okay, sewing tail. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
I don't know why either.
But you can
You sound like Shirley. Shirley, the tour guide, is going to take us to Facebook.
Well, I just thought maybe it would be like, all right, all right. Like Gomer Pyle, isn't that what he sounded like?
I was thinking of, what's his name? Shoot.
Yeah, Gomer Pyle.
No, the actor. Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right.
No, Gomer Pyle.
Okay.
Gomer Pyle. All right, Ian.
Tammy, !podcast. We'll get you the link.
Somebody's making shoes. Can you see what I can see?
Nope.
Do
I'll
you see
come.
what I see?
I'll have to come behind you.
No.
Oh, that's cute.
I can. Okay, or you can do that.
Yeah,
That's
I can
fine.
do this. It's
okay,
fine.
That's fine.
Hi, everyone. Oh,
Oh,
nothing happened. It's fine.
you, my friend, are ridiculous. I gotta do the thing.
What thing?
To get rid of the desktop
Oh.
thing. I want it to be Google Chrome. Like that. That
There
makes
we
it a
go.
little better.
Yeah.
Not as great, but works.
Whee!
Oh my gosh. What is
Earthquake.
going on over here?
I have no idea. I need to learn how to use this software.
I know, but why?
Whoa!
Ah. Okay, moving on. Woo! Here's
Those are some nice shoes. Those are Nightshade. That's Nightshade Deja Vu.
But how do I get a commission? Like, I wear a size 10.
I'd be afraid to get those dirty.
But
I got 12s. Minor 12s.
Okay, well. Put that foot down! I feel bad because I can't see the chat now.
I know.
We have no idea what's going on in the chat.
No idea what's happening
idea
in the
what's going
chat.
on in the chat.
No,
Sorry.
none of thing.
None. This is
Nothing.
us being blind.
They're-
LOL on Ian. Oopsie. This week has been the topsy-turvy side for me, working on more pouches for my
Cute.
color pencils.
Nice.
Currently getting panel laid out for 2 more pouches. Holly says, sadly, no sewing for me this week for me. Been prepping to head down to Florida. We were supposed to leave this morning, but currently Longboat Key is closed to residents and visitors. So we are waiting to leave. Hopefully we can head out tomorrow and just take our time getting there to drop off the in-laws car for winter. Going to miss out on the Zoom this weekend. So sad.
Y'all be safe.
Cheryl bought these at a garage sale for $1 for all of them.
$1.
A dollar bill, y'all.
Making it rain.
Or hail. I mean, maybe
No,
she paid in
no,
quarters.
No.
The materials have H spots and are handmade on point. I have never done this before and I am new to quilting. They are bigger than 12 inches. Feels like a muslin background. How would you put them together to make a keepsake quilt? The woman selling them said her grandmother had made them. I would just sew them together. Maybe put a framed fabric around it.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yep. Vanessa says, my current work in progress, as I have no internet tonight. LOL. So I'm making use of my family time, listening to them play Cards Against Humanity, and I'm sewing on my prismatic star, my Judy Niemeyer, the owner of Quilt Works.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Cards Against Humanity. I played that with my aunt, my grandmother, or my grandfather one time.
Oh, look at that. Somebody got a sticker on their machine. Awesome, Heather. That's my old logo, Mr. Movie. All right, what else is in here? Refresh. I think I'm dying. I mean, I'm not dying, but pain.
Here.
First half of Andrea's from Mama J Enterprises pattern that Katie is testing. It's all batiks, and hopefully in the next couple of days, the other half will be done.
That's cool.
I like it.
It's like an optical illusion.
Kind of is, yeah. Yeah. I see what you did there. Okay, what am I... Oh, hello?
Did you click on new?
I did.
Oh.
People don't want to talk on Facebook. They just want the podcast. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Kimberly Brown says, working on the charming star from Jordan Fabrics. How charming. I also feel very blind to the chat.
I know.
Like,
there's nothing there.
We need the chat.
I can't see.
I can't see it. Oh, there's Mom. Yikes. Here's Mom with yikes.
Oh.
Here, there. We do it this way.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy Jean.
Hi, Hi, Mama Nancy.
Oh,
Don't know why
Nancy.
I couldn't get that out.
You know.
Oh, look at that. Sammy, that's so cute.
I made this reindeer for my husband's coworker who's currently going through some things. It's made from a Funky Friends factory pattern.
They have that company has like over 70 of those. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, they have 70 different animal patterns. I think it's a huge number. It's crazy. Crazy.
Crazy good.
That looks like it.
That's it. Mom says, "Hi, Ian." With
She
that
say it
tone
like
of
that?
voice, yeah, just like that.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Ian.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
What's up? How's it
Sup?
going? Why are you talking to me?
Sup, yo, Patty G.
You come here often? Oh no!
Oh, no!
Mom says they have no power, but they are coming to. They're getting it fixed tonight. Oh man!
Oh,
Get in the car. Get in the car. Come on.
That sucks.
It's a bit of a drive, but we got power. Until they show up tomorrow and we lose power. That would suck.
No, don't do that.
Could you imagine?
Don't do
I
that.
made an 8-hour drive
Don't
because
curse
you have
us.
power.
Don't curse us.
Well, at least it's not really hot. And it's
Yeah.
not really cold.
Yeah.
But it is muggy.
Oh, it's ugh.
He brought the humid.
I didn't mean to.
You did.
I did not mean to.
You did. You did mean to, and
not
you
mean
did
to.
do it. When I pulled this over here, did it mess up? It probably did. It sure did. It didn't even matter. You know what?
Sorry.
We quit.
All right, we're done.
We quit.
Okay, bye everyone.
We're not doing that anymore. It was so. I'm surprised nobody in the chat was like, I can't really see
I can't
anything.
see anything. Can't see it.
I can't see it either.
Can't see it.
You're
Can't
welcome.
see it.
My oldest daughter says Lake City isn't going to have power for a long while. Looks like Columbia County took a big hit.
Don't grab that.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Paris Hilton. That's
Hot.
hot.
Oh my gosh.
We both did it at the same time. That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. All right, I quit. I
Okay.
quit.
We're done.
Searching new in your group hasn't been showing me things. I don't know.
And Facebook.
Facebook.
What are you going to
hot.
do? Meta.
I have the cute chicken to make. I have chicken to make too. Into a sandwich. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong
With your fresh bread.
Oh. Although I did use that bread to make a grilled cheese, you know this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was delicious. If you know Leah Louise, she had a tree go through her house. It is not the It is in
There's
no
no way
way
to,
that it
yeah.
can be fixed. What is the temperature here? Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside?
It's 74 degrees right now.
74 degrees right now.
And
Hey
all of
Siri, what's the humidity outside?
The humidity is currently 92%.
92%.
And everyone else's Siri just went off and...
You're welcome.
No, you are.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you missed it. I said you're welcome. And Siri said, no, you are.
I was not expecting that. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Oh boy. Was not prepared for that.
Shit, that was great.
That was
great.
hilarious.
That was awesome.
No, you are.
No. My pleasure.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Well, I feel like all of those Android users out there are getting let off easy.
Hey Google, fart. You're welcome, everybody.
Hey Alexa, what's the temperature outside? Equal opportunity technology.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ask her if she likes quilts.
Oh.
Hey Siri, do you like quilts?
I don't have an answer for that.
She doesn't
Is
have
there
any.
something else I can help with?
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh God, no!
Oh,
I will
no,
not.
no,
No, no,
no.
I will not tell a device to play Baby Shark.
No.
Will not do that.
No.
But what I will do is go, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark. OMG, Google just farted.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Dan.
you guys can thank Bill for that.
Yeah.
What
Bill?
was he? Yeah, he was on Marco Polo making it do it all the time.
Oh, well, I think he learned it from me because I'm pretty sure I'm the one that started.
Well, whatever.
All of that.
I just remember all the video clips from Bill.
Yep.
Listen.
Linda, she just said that she didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, she said, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Would you like to ask me something else?
Yep.
All right. Ian, you were so loud, my Google farted in my house.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Will Siri do it?
No, Siri will... Go ahead. I'll put the microphone so that way they can hear
my
it. But I'll
gosh.
put the microphone so that way y'all can hear.
Wait, hold on. Let's not set everybody's Siri off. Let's do it this way. Here.
Okay.
Hold on. Fart. Oh, okay. I've got it in silent mode because I'm
Why am I
streaming.
holding the microphone
I don't know.
to you?
Double. And it just replied, well, I'm software, so that's not really something that's on my plate the way it is for a person.
Yeah. So Alexa and Google will fart, but Apple is too good for farts. Just saying. Siri is polite, says Flicky Chicky.
Queef.
No.
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 All right. I'm very late to the party. I'm in North Central Florida, Sandra says. It's Hurricane Helene's fault. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I miss Becca's bread recipes? Will someone share them with me, please? Sandra, you did not miss them. I'm going to add a page to my website underneath the About section, and it'll say Baking with Becca. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, that's
And
a good one.
I'm just going to put my recipes up there.
Yep, Baking with Becca. I like it.
Stop saying S. Okay, we're going to say S. All right. I'm going to go get rid of the snot in my back. I'm going to go spend some time with my stepdaughter.
The snot in your back?
This knot.
Okay. Okay. The way you said it, it came out the snot in your back. I'm like, what happened?
I don't know. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with Ian.
Alexa, fart! Good night, everybody.
Ian will not be back on a future live stream. All right. I'll see you guys all next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, friends. There's a go. Don't do it, Ian.
I won't.
Don't do
I
it.
won't. I
Okay,
won't.
bye.
Hey Google, fart!